everyone, I'm Azlin Bloor from AZ Entertainment. Welcome to Season 2 of Simply Singapore. As you all know, I was born and raised in Singapore, hence the show. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of today's show, let's go say a quick hello to my partner in crime in so many things on G+, Michelle Ribel. Hi Michelle, how are you today?
Hello folks, thank you Lynn. I'm great. You are beautiful as always. Hi folks, my name is Michel. I'm in the northeast of France. I'm a food blogger. My blog is called Cuisine et Cigar. It's a very popular blog here, around here. So happy to be with you again on this second season of Simply Singapore.
Perfect. Excellent. Now, let's get down to business. So today, I thought to kick off the new season, I shall deliver my promise made right at the start of season 1, which was to show you how to make Singapore Sling. Now, the recipe is so easy to find on the web. Just do a Google search and you get the standard Singapore Sling card that you find at Raffles Hotel. But I am a seriously experienced sling drinker. Trust me on this. Now, so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the Singapore Sling, and I'm going to give you not one, not two, but 3 sling recipes. So, are you ready for this? If we have time, I'll show you how to do a very quick prawn canapé, if we have time. If not, the recipe is on my blog. The link is on the event stream. And you will also find the recipe link, all 3 recipes, on the event page itself. Singapore Sling. Now, lots and lots of stories about how it came about. No one really knows. Suffice it to say, some bartender at the Long Bar at Raffles Hotel, in Raffles Hotel, supposedly created it at the start of the 19th century or at the end of the, am I getting it the other way around? Yeah, the start of the 20th century or the end of the 19th century. My blog and correct that information. Anyway, we all think that's when it was created. Have you ever had Singapore Sling, Michelle?
Just before, let me tell you that we have with us tonight again Carmen Mandish. Hello, Carmen. Hello, everyone. Hoping you are enjoying your weekend. Kim Bultman. Hello, Kim. Hi, Azlin. Hi, Michel. Hi, Belle. That's me. And we have also Cuisine et Cigar and Cook with Sally, and we have also with us Flora Nova. Well, that makes a lot of people. Okay, so what was your question, Lynn, again, please?
I said, have you had Singapore Sling before?
Sorry, I didn't really understand.
Have you tried Singapore Sling, the drink we're making today? Have you had it before?
Oh, if you know something, Lynn. When I do that with you, I learn a lot with you. So no, you are the Asian specialist. So I'm watching and I'm hearing, I'm listening.
Right. While Michelle was doing comments, I went off and got some ice cubes because you know my cooking shows aren't my cooking shows if I don't disappear at least once to get something I forgot. So anyway, ice cubes. We must have ice cubes. Oh, I should have done this just now. Anyway, let's talk about the ingredients that go into the sling.
Okay.
So we've got gin, Cointreau, some syrup, Dom Benedictine. Is that how you pronounce it in French, Michel?
Well, le Cointreau, okay, but your Saint-Benedictin. Saint-Benedictin. Where did you provide your bottle?
It's Benedictin. Okay. So, oh yeah, of course, cherry brandy and Angostura bitters, and we've got some lime juice over there. I'll go get it in a minute. And that's it. So essentially, the Singapore Sling, the basic Singapore Sling, legend has it, the basic Singapore Sling has got gin, it's got the cherry brandy, it's got the Benedictin, it's got the Angostura bitters, and it's got the lime juice. That was supposedly the basic sling. And then somewhere along the line, you had pineapple juice in the fridge. I can't believe this. AJ, when you watch this, I'm trying to beat your record of how many times we can get out of the camera to get something. Anyway, so that's what we've got now. So what the portions themselves, the full exact ingredients, everything is on the recipe in linsfood on linsfood.com. So we're going to start with the gin. Exact proportions. Now I'm going to be making you, first of all, the Raffles Hotel recipe. Gin.
Uh-huh.
And then
do you always use a little glass for that, Lynn?
Hmm?
Do you use always a little glass for that? You know, for
making my, actually, I have if I'm going to be exact, if I'm going to be precise, I've got this little measuring cup that goes up to 30 mils. But as you know, before we went live, Michelle, I couldn't find it. So, blame it on this cold I have. It's true. It doesn't look like it. Anyway, so
yeah, when you buy a shaker, you always have your little, you know, your little hat on the shaker. This must be.
Oh, is that?
Yes, my lady, it is. And believe my experience, I don't use it anymore. I think it's too small. So what I do, I just
no. And I will look even more professional doing this. Righty-ho. And then we go with the Benedictine, okay, which like, seriously, we're talking cough syrup. I mean, might as well have that when you have a cough and a cold, right? So, who out there in the audience has had Singapore Sling? Some Cointreau?
I don't know, but hey, we also have a quick hello from MGG Namaldias. It's nice to see you both, my dear friends, Azlin Bloor and Michelle Eibel. Hi, MGG.
Right. I'm doing out of camera. So Michelle, entertain everybody while I'm off camera, will you?
Oh, you're so far, Lynn. You are too far. What are you doing?
I think I've just messed up my camera. Don't worry about it.
Where are you?
So Michelle, tell us about your trip in Paris. Tell us about your trip to Paris.
Oh, would you like me to talk about that? I'm on my knees. They killed me. You know, for the audience, I was in Paris in the biggest exhibition of the world called Cial. It's an innovate. It's all about innovative food, with over 6,500 exhibitors and a lot huge of brands and crowd and people, etc. And with Azlin Bloor, what we have done, we have made a hangout last Monday with also Martin Shevington and the organizers of this event, and also with some friends here around in Alsace in the northeast of France. And I've been in Paris for 3 days, and it was crazy. It's just crazy. There's so much people. It's unbelievable. Well, it was a fantastic experience with you, Lynn, and you were great on as usually on the panel.
Yes, I'm glad you added that as usual bit. Anyway, I'm back, and I'm hoping not to go off camera and mess my camera about and all that stuff. Anyway, sorry guys. Now, right, let's get back to it. So, we've got all the liqueurs in there. We're talking gin, Cointreau, the Dom Benedictine, the Angostura bitters, and we've got some syrup. Now, we're going to add some lime juice. Oh, I was supposed to use the cap.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we've got... Now we've got the pineapple juice. The pineapple juice goes in there. Pineapple juice in the Raffles Hotel recipe. There's about 120 mils of pineapple juice, which is about 4 fluid ounces. And so what we do is we add some ice in there, and we shake it up. Okay, this is recipe number 1.
Yeah, great.
Well, hey.
Okay, folks, I just wanted to tell you that it's our surprise. this evening. I was asking myself, if you're going to do it or not.
Comedy routine today, isn't it? Okay. Crikey.
This is a fantastic live, Lynn. This is a fantastic live.
My ratings had better go up tonight. So, one, two.
Well, by the way, quickly, Goodman says.
Can you tell us?
Yeah?
What's Kim saying? Your event photos? Go on, Michelle.
Are you talking
on your thumbnail because you've got access to it.
Yes. So I was talking about Kim. She says your event photos are very enticing. Azlin Bloor, particularly the Cointreau sepia tone shot, gorgeous. And I
must confess, I did quite like the sepia look as well. I hope no one took a shot of the slinging.
Yeah, and she says, and I've only had a Singapore sling at a cheesy hotel bar in the 1990s. Looking forward to your authentic one. Wow.
Where was that, Kim? Was that in Singapore or was that somewhere in the US?
A Singapore sling at a cheesy hotel bar. Yeah, we don't know. Well, Kim, you know what to do. Please, waiting for your comment. So just reply.
Okay, I'm going to try this again. Okay, and this time I shan't shake it too vigorously. There we go. Easy does it? I mean, really, this has never happened before.
Well, usually with both hands, if you keep your both hands on it, it won't go away. It won't. And try to not throw it on the camera, Lynn, please. Okay.
Right. So this is the Singapore sling. Raffles Hotel Singapore Sling. So what they do is they top it up with a lot of ice, and then they top the whole thing up with a whole lot of soda, or sparkling water will suffice as well, which is what club soda is. So that's number one. And you can see that the club soda creates the foam. The pineapple juice, the shaking, the pineapple juice creates the foam that that Singapore Sling is famous for. That's number one. And then we have number two, which is basically slightly more gin. Now, this is a recipe that was given to me by a bartender at the Raffles Hotel in the long
Okay.
And essentially,
quickly.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, sorry. Quickly before, because it's coming. Comments are coming quickly. So Kim, Bloomington, Minnesota. This is the place. That's the answer of our question. And I love this one from MGG. See the positive way, friend. We can see the repeat of the making of that sling. Great.
Yeah, because if you say anything rude, no more invites. Oh well. Okay, here we go. This is recipe number two. This was given to me by a bartender friend. Now, essentially, what he did, this would be the sling that he would make for his friends. Basically, we're talking just a touch more alcohol, pineapple juice, slightly reduced, and no club soda. No club soda. Touch more Angostura bitters than is on the standard signature recipe that Raffles Hotel does. So we top it out. Here we go. With some pineapple juice, about 100 ml of that. Like I said, full recipe on linsfood.com. Oh dear, now I'm really paranoid about this. You know that, don't you? Right, here we go.
Okay, keep away, Lynn, keep away.
So here we go. Right.
Great. So. Well, I've got a question for you, Lynn. What do you think about your glasses? Is there a kind of glass, special glass for each of them, or?
You know, when you have Singapore Sling at the hotel in the long bar, You traditionally get tall glasses, and they're basically filled with ice, and then the drink gets poured all the way to the top, and topped up with soda water as well. So that's traditionally your Singapore Sling glasses. But I love martini glasses. I have a thing about martini glasses, as you can see, and I think that it really is lovely served in a martini glass. And our final recipe is straight up, basically, and this one is known as the Singapore Cricket Club Singapore Sling, or Singapore Cricket Club Gin Sling. And this one is essentially equal portions of that, of your gin, your cherry brandy, your Dom Benedicta, your Angus Cura bitters, and your lime juice. And we have a glass, and what we do is we pour equal measures, say 30 mils or 1 fluid ounce, equal measures of everything with lots of ice. So you can see that this is practically straight up liqueurs. So it's going to be a healthy dose of Angus Cura bitters. It's going to be a very strong, potent drink, and the same amount of water as well.
Lynn, can you please just push the white bottle on the side?
I'm going to move everything away.
drink the glasses also, right?
Okay, so
you didn't ask. Yeah, you didn't ask me, but just one. I want to give just one precision for the audience. I usually use martini glasses for desserts, and personally I prefer big glasses.
You? Because you can have more.
Oh, why not? Why not?
Okay, so there we go. 3 Singapore Sling recipes, and with entertainment provided for your benefit as well. There you go. So this is essentially my version, as in given to me by a bartender, and that's the Raffles Hotel version, which is really I should be topping it up with soda water, and that's the straight up, and you stir it and you serve it, and also known as the Cricket Club Gin Sling. Michelle, do you know anything about Dom Benedicta, how it came about?
Oh, not really. I think it's something like canapé, or it's a very special plant used for this kind of a liquor. Just one comment from Carmen Mandish. It is always best to the recipes directly from the bartender before your first drink. I'm glad we're getting this directly from Azlin Bloor, aka expert. Great.
Thank you, Carmen. Thank you. I know. I mean, nothing beats getting your recipes from the bartender. And the Dom Benedicta, or Benedictine, as we say, it's supposedly made by monks, by the Benedictine monks, but it was actually created, I believe, in the 19th century. Can't remember the guy's name specifically, Alexander something, and he put in the monk's legend in there to sell his product, basically. And Dom, it basically means Dio Optimo Maximus, which is to God the great, the best, the greatest. So most good, the greatest. That's what DOM stands for. So what I'm going to do now is to show you a very, very quick canapé to go with this. Now, tell me, if anyone of the audience can tell me, I know there are lots of cocktail drinkers out there, so tell me what your favorite foods are when it comes to cocktails. What would you serve with your cocktails? What about you, Michelle? What would you serve with cocktails?
Wow, that's a good question. With cocktail, with these ones, or usually what I do? Oh,
whatever you do.
you know, well, I find with cocktails a good cigar, a perfect cigar. That's what I get with a good cocktail. But now, you know, usually make canapé as you are doing right now, or well, I should say that we use more and more vegetables. So kids can also see that we eat a lot of vegetables, you know, and with white cheese and a preparation or a tacos or something like that. MGG Namal has a question, Lynn. Which sling is the most favorite one? Ah.
You know, I think well with in Singapore at the Raffles Hotel, this is what is served at the hotel itself. But for me, I definitely prefer this one, the one with slightly less pineapple juice and with no soda water, because I think it dilutes the flavor of the sling. And you know, I'm sure part of it is economic reasons for you know upping the quantity with water. So for me, it's definitely number two, the one what I call my recipe. It's not my recipe, but you know, the one that I make with less pineapple juice, slightly more Cointreau and slightly more gin. This one, woo, very strong, very strong, and you know, it's potent because as you saw, we only had about 30 mils of water going in there. Now, okay, 3 pepper prawns is what we're doing today to go with the cocktail that we're making. Full recipe on linsfood. These prawns have been marinated for about 20-30 minutes with 3 types of pepper. So we're talking black pepper, chili flakes, and Sichuan pepper. Michelle, I believe you're in at AZ Entertainment, so you can thumbnail the click on the small camera with your mouse, and can you do that?
So, what would
No?
you? Okay.
Okay, let me do that. So what we're going to do?
So please just rip it on your left side, please. Just bring it to us closer on the left side. Ah, prawns are.
That's Sichuan peppers.
Ah, yeah. Here it is.
Okay. Sichuan peppers are basically a type of Chinese flowers, dried up. And if you eat them whole, I'm always amazed when I see recipes that don't ask you to pound them up. When you eat them whole, they leave a very uncomfortable sensation, really uncomfortable. When on one of my trips to China a long time ago, I learned this trick from this old Chinese lady. She said, never use Sichuan peppers whole. Always pound them with a bit of salt, because then you get the whole flavor of the Sichuan peppers, but you don't get that numbing, tingling sensation that you will get otherwise. So that's what you do with Sichuan pepper. So essentially, you have the 3 peppers, you have some salt, you pound it up in a pestle and mortar thingy, and then you put a little bit of lime juice, and you marinate the prawns for about 30 minutes. And that's it. And you cook the prawns in their shells. You still will get the flavor through to the meat. I think cooking prawns in the shell just captures the flavor of the prawns so much better, and it keeps the meat moist as well. What do I serve with cocktails? We have a cocktail and a canapé party once every 3 months or so. And I think strong flavors go very well with cocktails. And if you can complement one of the ingredients in the cocktail with an ingredient in what you're serving, in the food that you're serving, even better. It's not a must, but if you can. So for example, these prawns have been marinated in lime. Now, of course, the Singapore Sling has got lime. Now, it's not going to be, the prawns aren't strongly lime, full of lime, and neither is the sling. So, you know, there is a slight complementary relationship there, but neither is competing in terms of flavor, if that makes sense. That's it. You see that? These prawns are done. They're very thick, and perhaps just about 2 minutes on each side, and they're done.
Okay, it seems that seafood is a winner here because Cook with Sally says that she likes oysters with her cocktail, but we also have finger food with Carmen. Finger food with my cocktails may be due to the fact they are usually stronger drinks, and it becomes difficult to handle dishes, cutlery, napkins, conversation, etc. Yeah.
Absolutely true. So seafood is definitely a winner then. There we go. And
Okay. I'm back on you. Okay.
Okay. So here we are. Very, very simple canapé. 3 pepper prawns. It's not really that spicy. You can always lower the amount of chili flakes you use, as well as the black pepper. Now you want the pan smoking hot because you are charring the skin of the prawn. And that's it. Simple canapé to go with the Singapore Sling. Right. Any last minute comments or questions, Michelle?
Yes, of course. Chef Nell, hello. Chef Nell says, I love serving anything amuse-bouche. Yes. And actually, Chef Nell, I should say that I appreciate a mushroom, a kind of, soup. When you make a velouté de cèpe, this is fantastic with a cocktail. It's really unusual to get that, and it's now in season. So if you can find any cèpe de Bordeaux for a kind of velouté, it should be great. I agree.
Fantastic. I'm a huge fan of amuse-bouche as well, Chef Nell. In fact, I love to create standard. I like to turn standard, well-known Asian amuse-bouche. That's one of my hobbies. So, any last words from you, Michelle, before we say goodbye from this?
Yeah, it was very interesting today. I love this one. I love this one, Lynn, because it was very, I should say, three great little recipes like that. I always do my usual cocktails. I should try some different cocktails. I agree. So, well, folks, I just want to thank you for watching us and see you soon.
Thanks, Michelle.
Lynn, great job.
Thanks.
Super. C'était great.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Now, I give, if you go to my blog on the Singapore Sling post, I give a little bit more background on the sling. And of course, you'll find this recipe, and you'll find the link to amuse-bouche, canapés on my blog as well, that go with cocktails and so on. Thank you very much for joining us today on the very first episode of Season 2. I promised you fun and entertainment, and we sure had entertainment. So, well, there you go. Thank you so much for joining me. And Carmen, Kim, Chef Nell, Namal, Jamal, Sally, everybody watched us. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. So come back again in a month's time. Simply Singapore is always once a month. And let's have just the same amount of fun as we did today. Thank you all. Bye, folks.
Thank you so much.
See you again
Bye-bye,
soon.
everybody. Goodbye.